Um, what can I say? Stay my hero, the man who inspired me to become a writer, just passed away. Growing up as a kid, um, when I was little, I loved the comics. I read the Spider-Man comics, the graphic novels. I read my LGBTQ, or I read all the some of the Fantastic Four. Um, my gosh, what can I say? Um, my hero just passed away, and I don't know what to shit about. I am pretty much pissed or just upset and really down. When I was a kid, I loved Marvel. I loved the graphic novels, even if my parents or my mom, especially my mom and my grandma, they would say, "Corey, those aren't graphic novels. Those aren't something to read. Corey, those are just blah blah blah." But I grew up loving them, and that's why I love writing. He's the reason I write. He is the reason and I'm also looking on Twitter just so people can, just in case if people, it hurts. It hurts me to hear that my hero just passed away. Growing up as a kid, I loved the graphic novels and I loved his motivation. And I'm a writer, and oh my gosh, I feel like crying, but I'm not much of a crier. Crap. I feel like I'm telling Alex from Home Improvement, who says he's not much of a crier, but when he did that motivational speech on the Home Improvement episode, you know. I was. I love writing. I love writing my stories. I'm still writing my stories. I actually just. Funny thing, I was writing um, a religious LGBTQ superhero, and I was so inspired by the Venom movie, which I figure that some of you don't love it, but I loved it, and it gave me great motivation, and also Goosebumps 2, Monsters, Goosebumps 2. I forgot what the other title is. That was a great movie. I thought that was actually better than the first one. Anyway, I started reading the Venom novels. I read Venom Volume 2, which that is a great one, actually. I do highly recommend it. And I was actually reading today his number one graphic novel, or franchise, Venom. Well, you can see it. Oh, here's a better view of it. It's Venom Inc. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Venom Inc. This is a great graphic novel, actually. I just read 2 chapters, technically a chapter and a half, and it's beautiful. I actually love it. Um, However, if you want to understand what's going on, you do have to read Volume 2 of Venom. It's great. It's beautiful. I highly recommend it. Anyway, I loved Spider-Man growing up as a kid. I loved the movies, well, except for, I don't know which ones I really liked, but and I love writing. I love writing my stories. I'm writing a lot of great LGBTQ and characters, and I'm writing a lot of superhero stories, each based on awarenesses, and a lot of that motivation came from Excelsior Stanley. Yes, Stanley. The amazing, wonderful, loving guy who did Amazing Spider-Man, and I did a lot of great motivation the from Black Panther the movie to Wakanda Forever to just a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, I'm just really frustrated. Sorry, I was looking up on news stuff, and or I was looking up stuff that I can say or whatever. You know what, Leonardo? Absolutely right. And I always dreamed of going up to that man and saying, Stanley, listen, thanks to you, thanks to your writing, I'm writing all these graphic novels. Will you please help me? I'm very crappy at publishing. And I know that sounds shitty, but what are you going to say when you look up to your hero who motivated you to become a superhero writer? I don't do any of those drawings, by the way. I don't. I really don't. Um, but I love writing. I love my stories. I love that I'm giving great motivation from his Marvel comics. Um, his Marvel comics, and I love writing it. I'm actually writing a lot. A lot of the motivation I'm getting from writing my superhero stories is the Marvel graphic novels, actually. A lot of it is from my graphic novels. So I love writing my story. I'm deeply upset that he's gone. I really am. That, he passed away, this amazing, beautiful human being that passed away. And Stanley will always be in my heart. I miss him right now. I wish I could speak to him and tell him how much of a great motivation he was to me as a kid. You know, he was such a motivational icon. And I'm typing up the hashtag to my link so that people know that it's the hashtag. I feel like I want to cry, with him being gone and him passing away. I'm writing these beautiful, loving, caring stories, these superhero stories. You're right. I can't pronounce your name, but you're right. Um, he is an angel. He became an angel. You're right. Fear Buzz. Yeah, that's how you say your name. He became an angel. He became an archangel. I hope that's a good thing in religious lore. But it really year that he passed. He was such my hero. Damn it! I didn't cough, I just said damn it. I'm just really upset that my hero, who motivated me to become a writer, he inspired me, influenced me to become a writer, and I became this beautiful writer, all because of him and his graphic novels. His textures, his creative thinking spread throughout the graphic novels is what motivated me and inspired me to become the superhero writer that I am today. I'm writing superhero stories, each based on awarenesses and LGBTQ. I'm writing LGBTQ characters in there. Oh gosh damn it, he's gone. I always wanted to tell him how much his thing, his graphic novel was motivated to me, was a motivation to me. I'm just really upset and really just hang on, I'm gonna tweet to a friend of mine actually. By the way, I'm inviting my friends Jamie and Shelby, who are beautiful friends, by the way. You know, Leonardo, I can actually relate to what you're saying. Except the part of him being like a grandfather to me, he was like a father to me. His writing, his motivational speaking was like a father figure I can relate. I grew up with a lot of issues with my dad. And believe me, a lot. 18 freaking years of pain. Anywho, um, but, yeah, sorry, I was getting a text message from someone. Um, I'm just really I'm just so sad and so upset that he passed away. And actually recently, I've been doing Spider-Man superhero story or Spider-Man gameplay videos, and my last one was on gun violence, or inspired by gun violence. You can say whatever, but really, it was just a beautiful thing, a beautiful message. Thank you to everyone who came. I'm not gonna leave yet, but he was like a father to me, father that I can relate. So really beautiful. I'm actually gonna stop my streaming here, but really thank you guys for coming. I'm really glad that all of you are here. Thank you. This is your quick dreamer signing off.